Hello everybody, welcome to the stream here on channel 1 for VR Master League. This is season 2, this is week 3, and we're maybe possibly sort of getting ready to start here with this stream today. It's going to be Redshift versus Invictus. It's full of players here on both teams from season 1 and beyond, but not sure if we're going to stay on this server. That's the question. We've already had at least one change and still maybe looking for another. To be determined. I know a couple players here on either team have 100-ish ping, so we'll see how that factors out. Out of my hands for now. But you know what is in my hands? Well, besides this half-broken gamepad? Nothing, just that. But in the caster's booth, I'm Palidore, and on the cams here is going to be Swift. Just camming for now, preserving that voice. And yeah, just getting the camera work in. You know, grateful for it. Swift joining us, several of our other cameramen now in the league between Wit, Subtlety, myself, Dimwee, also adding on Mini Hat, and going to be adding in Sputnik shortly. And speaking of Sputnik, of course, well, this is his team here over on Redshift. Kind of the team manager, coach, what have you. But yes, hello to the Twitch chat. What's up to Lurk? You're kind of doing it wrong. That's not lurking. You're not supposed to say hi, but hi. Good to have you. Fire Ninja in there as well. See Landon, Princess a little earlier on, who of course, much like, well, I guess Sputnik for Redshift, you have Princess here representing the fine folk over on Invictus. Now that said, I think we can get started here. Ping the teams and whatnot, and tell them that they can go. This is our singular match for this particular stream. We do have some more later, but they're all kind of an hour apart, just to play it a little bit safe today, that's all. So spacing it out. And yeah, teams have been notified that they can begin if they wish to begin. I wasn't sure if we're going to have a change or not. Let's see, we have a Short Luke was taken. Got the name change, I suppose, but at least, yeah, much more easier to, I guess, associate. You are Short Luke now. Got, who else? Odd Flaming Axe. Kind of sounds like one of those, what do you call them? Those funny, password combinations. What was it? Car staple battery horse or something like that? I don't know. Old Flaming Axe 12. Got Lulz are the best in the chat. Arrow Knight as well. I'm being called dad again. Never sure how to feel about that, but I feel something. Goran in the chat there. Cheering on Redshift. Princess saying, Pally ping check. Oh, there you go. Swift got the ping check. Yeah, Swift is on the cameras for us today. Bye. For this stream. Yes. And Lulz are the best, saying ping, ping, ping. Are you talking about the actual ping, or are you talking about those ding, ding, dings that I was just hearing a minute ago on the go? Now, there's still some discussion going on here in the open comms on whether they want to pick a new server or not. Not sure. All I am sure of is that I'm here in the casting seat. I've got a half slice of fish that I never got to eat because, as always, this happens every single time. I'll bring food in around lunchtime or sometime in the mid-afternoon. I'll figure, okay, I have time. There's like an hour until the next stream. I can scarf this down before we start. And then without fail, every single time, there's always some sort of chat or DM, or there's always something I gotta tend to, or a sound issue, who knows? Internet issue, controller issue. Point is, I get distracted, and then my food gets cold, and then by the time it's 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, that's when I get to eat my cold food. In case anyone was wondering about my dietary habits, I'm sure you were. This is yeah. This is how I keep up the quality commentary, quality stream. You gotta eat. Fish is good for your brains. Fish eyeballs are good for your brains, which is for some reason something my grandma used to tell me. Apparently, some packet loss going on our comms as well. So you know what? Shows me for talking about fish guts. That's what I get. Not just you, Lulz. Could just be a Discord server thing. I see it too. If it gets too bad, we'll figure out a solution. In fact, we just might switch to it. Yeah. One moment, please, chat. One moment. All right. I'm back, maybe, possibly. Sound any better? Cool. So, enough about fish guts. I'm going to spill my guts to you and tell you the truth. Truth of the matter is, I'm looking forward to this game. So, on the way here, on this first launch out, it's going to be taken by perhaps Redshift. They're going to claim that disc. They're going to claim that nest. Hopefully, for them, make a goal, and there it is. Right through for Zuck's first 2 points. Going the way of Redshift. Mr. Nate Bro stopping in there, asking for the round 1 score. Little bit preemptive there, although I don't blame you. I know it's about 12 minutes past start time. Yeah, there were just some server changes and whatnot, trying to figure out what's what. You just came here? Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Or if you weren't, I would still be talking about fish guts, and yet here I am doing it again. So up to the top ramp will be Jiggy taking that disc and going to tap it back out here. Will be received by Supreme Buns. Supreme looking to the floor, and solid shot going up to the upside, and Zuck's trying to convert on another offensive attempt. Won't get it that time, but will be Swagger through with a clear, bouncing around, but into the boosted Jiggy's hands. Definitely getting up and down the floor with some efficiency. And will be Supreme Buns now, going for the pass up to Solid Shot. So Solid backing it up to Zuck. Some nice control and really trying to look for their best opportunities. Up high now to Supreme. Supreme on the pass attempt, a little strong. So unfortunately, will roll way back into the deep line. But the stack there, going to be a boosted Zucks. Not only boosting, but punching, brawling. And question is, will that shot be falling? No, it will not, but a rebound here to Solid. Solid off the wall. And definitely just trying to solidify their passing plays as finally Zucks. He's going to claim the goal off Supreme Buns and that pass. Took a little while, but they got it. Odd Flaming Axe. Yes, another call out for you. But why? Why the Palidore? It's like I'm a Pokemon. Poliwag or something. I don't know. Why the dad? I'm not a dad. I'm not old enough. Well, I mean, I'm old enough to be one, but not really. I might tell a lot of dad jokes, I know. I'm still a millennial, though. I ain't no boomer. I ain't Sputnik. Hi, Sputnik. See Sputnik in the chat. Supreme Buns gets the disc here back for Sput's team on Redshift. Jiggy with that disc, a tap over to Zucks. Now Zucks already got the first couple points, but Zucks being caught in flux there with a good punch. Taken back by Cyanide. Now Cyanide, though, has it taken by Supreme Buns. Supreme going to that shoulder. Now there's a cutter. Doesn't need it. Just going to cut on through for the goal instead, and that's nice, too, from guess who? Zucks. Yet again, all 3 goals coming in from Zucks. That's back-to-back assists as well for Supreme Buns. And yeah, that's a nice start here. Disc really kind of maintaining on this side of the floor with frequency. You know, possession time, Redshift, 76% of possession time. About 1:20 compared to only 28 seconds for the folks here on Invictus. Now that said, trying to get to the opposite side, but again, going to be stuck here for a little bit. Cyanide trying to get the clear. Now, if they can get the boost, that will be very much their benefit. There it is, but you know what? Just the same, there's some boost as well from Redshift, not allowing much time for Invictus to collect. Now they will get the disc back nonetheless for Invictus. A good cross pass here to Philibus. Philibus will drive in. The 2-on-1 just gets the goal right down below on that inverted player in the goal, and will be 2 points first here, or first 2 points. Said that in reverse, going in the favor of Invictus. So 6-2, and 6 minutes still remaining here. All right. So with the launch out, first time on offense, offensive joust is going to be Zucks with the disc QBing. Looking up high, a bit too strong, but goes back to Philibus now as Invictus might look to convert twice in a row now. They do have a bit of an open goal, but getting a little bit tangled, and Jiggy getting a nice grab right there from the bottom corner, and a pass, good dive from Supreme. So there's the defense. We've already seen the speed and the offense from this team, but showing some good defensive hands as well, some good defensive stands. It's Zucks again, though. Another shot. That is 9 points here for Redshift, and all 9 of them being claimed by Zux himself. So 5-22 still yet here in the first round. Zux definitely leading the way on that hot hand. King Crispy just narrowly managing to get that pass over, but the second pass not quite the same results. Eventually will be tapped out, slapped out there by Swagger before the stack had arrived. Speaking of the stack, shout out to Sputnik Cobra and his podcast as well. See, it's all relevant. Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Not every Wednesday though. But you know what? Every play seems to be either Supreme or Zux, but finally someone else scoring. This time it's Zux assisting. It's 11-2. And Redshift having themselves a very nice opening round. Now Invictus on Joust advantage again here. Trying to evade all that pressure. Steamed Hams, VR in the chat. Welcome, haven't seen you in a few days, I think. I don't know, time gets lost, but I haven't seen you in a little bit. Right there, that was seeing the shot. It's not a little bit, it's a lot from Zux, continuing to rein it in. Actually, no, not reining it in at all. Continuing to let it loose, but reining in some goals is what I meant to say. And 13-2, 4 minutes left in the first round. Steamed asking about the Stack podcast though, and yeah, it's. I mean, I won't try to, I suppose, do it justice. I'm sure Sput can explain it better. In a sense, though, it's kind of casual, talk about life and sports and Echo, and it's a fun cast to be on. It's Echo related, but not Echo exclusive in that sense. Over here, though, Zux, he's just gonna continue to absolutely steamroll, almost by himself. 13 out of the 15 points for Redshift here in the first round. Definitely being assisted heavily by his teammates. Supreme Bun, 3 assists and 2 assists for Jiggy, so it's not as if it's just these one-on-one goals by any stretch. Where, just walking it all the way down the floor, but definitely good on a Redshift here, just able to recognize the hot hand. Also able to recognize the hot stack, because there's another collection by Jiggy off of that boost. Now, just the same, Invictus trying to get back into the lane and narrowly avoiding some boosted players. Cyanide VR with that disc and just has it taken from behind there. Solid shots. A solid 2. Well, that very, very solid shooter. Sucks. Again on a dive. He's up to 15 points in round 1. Still 240 left at that. Sputnik saying, you can find the last episode on my Twitch. The last episode? Is it over? Forever? I know what you mean. King Crispy, though, on that launch, losing out the disc. Maybe Zux as well needs to get rid of it. All kinds of defense draped all over. Don't know why I said drank. I think that's just a sign of the fact that I'm very, very hot in here still. But over here, it's Zux with an anchor shot now. Will not get the 3. Doesn't even matter, though. It's 19 points going the way of Redshift. And 17 of them now for Zux. And yeah, cruising, calling out Dimwee. He's currently casting over on Channel 2, casting and camming in a match between Carnage and Manifest, or at least should be. Oh yeah, calling Dimwee out in his podcast that he does, the Echo. And yes, Echo is also still happening on Sundays and Mondays? At least Sundays. I think Mondays. But yes. A lot of the community efforts still definitely coming around. Good to see. Fun to see. Glad to shout them out as well. And Cruisin says, oh, BRB. Fine. I didn't want you here anyway. Just cruise on along. Shout out, Cruisin. Love you, buddy. Filibust with a disc, gonna clear it out right through, off to the other side now. It's going to be a very deep shot from the tunnel, and almost online, bouncing off the edge of the barrier into the awaiting arms of Solid Shots. And Solid Shots getting it over to Jiggy, and they just need to look for another pass, and it's Supreme Buns. About to say, they need to look for Zux. But you know what? Supreme Buns definitely a player who can get that done anywhere on the floor, and especially in the two-point area. Super talented on offense. Really, that applies to pretty much everyone on this team. It's a very, very offensively talented team for sure, and a very quick one. But here for Invictus, Swagger Nuts. Talk about talented offensive players, and definitely one of them as well. Now, unable to do much with it. So who got rid of it there? On the mercy, is it Zux? It's Zux. Indeed, 24-2. Really strong game. I mean, 20 points for Zux in that one, 4 for Supreme Buns. Now, we may or may not get a server change again. Heard a little bit of that in open comms, people asking about it. I mean, up to them at the end of the day. We don't have another match following this immediately. The next match being casted on Channel 1 here is going to be in about 38 minutes, so at the top of the hour. And that will be a very exciting one, by the by. Kang Gorillas versus Team Joker. Not one that you ever want to miss. Because if you do, I don't know what to tell you. You're weird. I can never miss a Kango's Joker match. They're some of the funnest ones to watch over the course of history. Now, I'm sure, if you're the one playing it at some point, I'm sure Kang is tired of seeing Joker, maybe vice versa as well. But you know what? I don't get tired of watching them because they got plays for days and the highlights for days anytime you watch those matches. So we'll see that in a little bit. Another half hour. In the meantime, yeah, maybe a server switch. We already got the restart, so potentially one of the players there dipping out to look for a new server. We shall see. Wishing them luck in the meantime. But with that said, got some time to spare, obviously. So reading the stats here for Redshift on that strong first round was, again, Zux. I mean, 20 points. What can you say? 1 assist, 3 stuns. Heck of a starting round. Supreme Buns, 4 points, 4 assists. So nice distribution there. But it really applies to all of Redshift here. Solid Shot with a couple of assists, and Jiggy with a few as well. And 2 saves for Jiggy on top of that. Now for Invictus, Filibus was able to score the 2 points and 10 stuns, but the rest of the way, just Invictus not able to get it too much onto the blue side, or onto the Redshift side of the floor, I should say. Able to get some stuns off and a save there for Swagger, but otherwise just, kind of being piled on with all that aggression and all that speed from Redshift. They did a pretty good job, again, passing it and looking for those resets and crosses when they needed to, but when the disc was loose, they still got there to the disc first a lot of the time and were able to just regather and, find a way to make some offense happen, facilitated, by that hot hand. Not even going to say his name again. Never again. Now, checking out chat. Yeah, you gotta be careful not only when you're typing Redshift. Sometimes you also gotta be careful when you're saying it. I get nervous, especially sometimes when I'm casting here. My mouth gets all dry. I'm looking for the drink, lest I say something that will cause me to fire myself. Gotta be careful. It's not that bad, says Spot. Yeah, well, I mean, on a normal day. But if I'm sitting here sweating puddles, you're welcome for that visual, and I don't have hydration, things get ugly. Things get shifty. I had to really emphasize that. Shifty. But we're trying to get shifting to another server. Still remaining here is Team Redshift. And just kind of awaiting perhaps an invite or an Atlas host or what have you. No doubts that it'll come through when the time is right, but I think at the moment just the goal is finding a server that works for these players. So, hey. But as I sit here taking or at least considering taking a sip of this non-sponsored drink of mine, I'll shout out our great sponsors in ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. And speaking on VRware, gotta shout them out as well. Just got a nice little shirt there in the mail yesterday. Yeah, I got VRML branded shirt, courtesy VRware and Fontac. It's very nice, very comfortable. Continuing to add to that whole Echo merch collection. And I've got my VRML jersey in the mail this week. And of course, got that Ignite Ignite shirt earlier in the weekend. You guys might have seen that around the Discords. Several people got it. So yeah, just adding to the Echo merch. Talked about that with Sir Dimwee yesterday as well. It'd be cool just next time, whenever that is in the future, we get to have kind of a little player gathering, as I do just get an invite here, it looks like. So give me just a moment to arrange on that end. But yes, oh, Sput's saying he's arranging it maybe on the Atlas as well, so I'll let Sput do that perhaps. Do it for me. I'll wait. But anyway, yeah, it'd be cool getting some merch stands for all the players and all the teams. There's a lot of teams with some slick stuff like the logos, the names. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see the effort and the care that gets put into all the different teams and their branding and their merchandise, and the community very, very supportive of each other. Of course, so many of us have been around for years now. And let's see. And there you go, breaking news. Even got Captain Canada joining on the cast a little bit later on with the Space Synapse, and we have Space Force games. Again, all kind of an hour apart, so pay attention to the schedule as you will. But there you go, we got some more participation there on the cast again. Always fun to see. How's it going, Sput? Working on it, or should I just join myself? I could always just join myself. All right. Vanquish hacking into the mainframe. For why? Why would you do such a thing? All right. Well, barring any other difficulties, should be up for you in a hot second here, Swift. There it is. Just had put it up just before I put it up. Okay, so we're trying to get back in now. Almost all good. I'm almost in. Swift, I know people can't hear you. Are you in? Whoa, why would you say that about the Twitch chat? Jeez. The things that Swift says when he's muted. Sputnik, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Man. I thought you guys were casting partners.
You can hear me now. I said nothing.
you called him nothing. That was horrible. Horrible. No good, very bad day. We're good to go now. We're good. Yes. So I can, just for posterity, I can send a ping over in the Discord right now. Just in case. But yes, we're good to go. All right, so thanks for your patience, folks, and bearing with the silliness on our end. So 1 minute. I really should hydrate because I actually do legitimately worry about how I'm going to pronounce certain names here if I don't. So 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. See, we're all good. That was a delicious sip, or multiple sips, or why not, a whole chug of my favorite non-sponsored carbonated beverage of choice. You know the one. Fire Ninja saying, love you, Pally. Love you too. All the love in the world for the Echo crew and community. A lot of excitement in there too. I mean, I'm sure everyone, at least the majority of people have seen at this point the venues things, and I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about it later as well in the other streams, to the point where you might get sick of it. I don't know. You know how we do. We come up with something to talk about, and then we'll just kind of hammer it in for the next however many streams in a row. But honestly, this is worth hammering home because that whole venues opportunity is super cool. Very, very happy that we get to do it. Weekly shows now for both Onward and Echo Arena and VRML. Onward's on Saturday, and on a schedule that's a little bit still to be determined in the sense that Onward season's a bit longer, and there is actually going to be a gap because of a big patch and quest release coming out. As right now, releasing the disc on the pass over to Jiggy, it sucks. Finding his teammate now and doing a little bit of distribution. So 2 points on the side here of Redshift. You know why I said 12? Because I looked at, interestingly, these teams actually set the rounds and everything correct. That is That is amazing that they actually bothered to do that. So it is round 2, and they didn't give the credit on the 1-round win on the default overlays. So I looked at the 1-round win, and then I paired it with the 2, and I read 12. That's what happened. I don't know why I'm focusing on this so hard. It was a mistake. But anyway, over to the bubble. Going to be taken by Jiggy. 9 minutes remaining here. This is the second round for all you joining us. Couple server switches, but we're finally here. Hitching down, and let's see, driving it in for a very nice alley-oop dunk. Jiggy, just solid shots, 4 points, going the way of Redshift. But yes, the venues thing, super cool. It's gonna be on Sundays. Check that out, the announcements channel, community news, as well as league announcements channel and Echo if you want some more details. But essentially, there'll be... Oh, this is why I don't drink carbonated beverages. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, 4 teams are looking at roughly 4 matches each week. It'll be, hype matches, high-level matches. Try and put on, great production, full camera crew, casting crew, things like that. Get all the hype going on full display for, a multitude of new users as Swagger Nuts going for the shots. Definitely making the best use of the inversion in order to get that 2-point conversion. 3-point, in fact. 7-meter 3. So there you go. I didn't even give him enough credit. 3-point shots. It's still a lot of time here, and we'll see how Invictus responds now. I mean, maybe this switch had done them well, done them good. Grammar. I don't know. Swagger Nuts, though, is going to take that disc, and here it goes. Invictus, they have some opportunities to maybe take a lead now. Cyanide going to work it around, just checking in front and behind, making sure not being taken off guard, and they're going to try and work it up slowly here, but getting a little bit tangled there on the Geo and losing the disc. That said, the clear unsuccessful, so we'll still go kind of back and forth. Neither team really garnering too much control. Swagger attempting a good shot. Had a chance. I mean, the goal was fairly exposed off all those dives. Now, Filibus up there to the shoulder, and Swagger back-to-back on the goals. So 5-4, 1-point lead here for Invictus. So very, very nice. Very nice. 7 minutes still remaining here in the second round. Sputnik shouting out Swagger earlier for that 7-meter 3 play. Skinny saying, only my puns are good at Echo Arena VRML. Why you tagging that account, huh? Why aren't you tagging me? That was meant for me. I know it was. You don't want to tag me? But look at that, tagging the disc here. It's King Crispy with a clear out, but Supreme Buns. Oh yeah, you can't tag me because I'm not it. That's no excuse. Right here though, going to Jiggy, and look at that nice grab. Cyanide just swooping through with a swipe. And will bounce right into the bubble. Might have had a chance taking a little bit of a bounce off that barrier, and taken here now by Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns winding around, has some options on the forward and back line. Going for that catapult boost though with solid shot, might even pay off for a goal depending. But instead, King Crispy's going to retain. Oh look, you can tag me, Skinny. You're it. As going here, Jiggy gets the disc. Now up top, going to bounce around again, top to bottom. And Filibus ending up coming away with it, going to the bottom of the floor and back up again. So heads up, trying to go maybe 7 up, maybe even 8, but no, not on the shots. Jiggy recollecting, redistributing over to Supreme Buns. Supreme exporting it to the blue side, but importing it is Cyanide, not for too long. Stolen right back by solid shots, right back again to King Crispy. And these teams kind of playing passing games with each other a little bit. It's just really back and forth. No one maintaining too much control, but attempting to find that now is Zux. A good pass, getting stuck a little bit, but not for too long. It's a good pass. Zux to Supreme Buns. That's yet again. So for those who maybe tuned in late, Zux had 20 points in the first round. Absolutely on fire. It's like 20 out of the 24 or so points they scored. But now Zux is coming through with some assists as well. So even though Zux was feeling in a great rhythm, still not beyond him to go and distribute and get his teammates in a good rhythm. So they'll take it. But yes, answer. See, just Phantom in there. Palidore casting. Yes. That's the second time I was asked last day or so. People like asking if I'm Sir Dim. I don't sound like Sir Dimwee, not at all, right? I mean, I could try, but Sir Dimwee has a very distinct voice. But the fact that twice now people ask about Dimwee, huh? Is there something I don't know about my own voice? Either way, Jiggy here with a shot. That was basically a 3-on-1, and that's going to be exactly what they needed. 8-5. And it's Redshift coming back alive. And you know what? I'm just remembering. Hold on a second. I missed this somewhere. Ah, yes. Landon. Landon subscribing 1 month at tier 1. That was 38 minutes ago. I meant to shout you out as we opened the stream. Somehow I didn't. I'm so sorry. So I'll probably shout you out even more later on. But thank you for the tier 1 sub. Just remember. I don't even know if you're there anymore. If you're not, I'll just shout you out for the rest of the night, whether you're in the chat or not. It'll be great. Over here, though, King Crispy finding Swagger nuts up high, and Swagger going to the corner pass, bottom. Right back to Swag. Swag gets the tag. And Skinny, you're it again. And there's another couple points. 2 points this time. And it's a 1-point match. 3:23 remaining. Palidore sounds like Palidore, says Agent Victoria. This is often true. Not always, but often. And also VRML Channel 2 rating us there. So Sir Dimwee, what's up? And all of you guys joining, guys and gals joining from that Channel 2 stream. What's going on? This is just the second round, as we did have some delays to start and then some server switches. But we're all good. We're all good. Going for a shot. Even better. Supreme Buns being assisted by Solid. And that's a 3-point lead going the way of Redshift. As always, I'm sure Sputnik will disagree. I'm sure Princess will agree, though. I want a round 3. I want to see the Invictus win here and squeeze out maximum entertainment and maximum competition as we expect from players of this caliber. So let's see. I mean, it's really anyone's game. Swagger is going to go for that clear. Nice leech even from Swagger. Cyanide as well. The mobility there was actually insane. There were some very impressive and quick grabs. That said, a turnover, a soft pass, and the shot just dinging. That was going to be very, very dangerous had that gone in because of the time factor. But Swagger, now he's always a factor in offense. Going for a very deep shot, going to perhaps miss, but there is a player on the other end. So for them trying to cross their fingers and go for a goal, but unfortunately being stunned. Jiggy, a big punch. Pass over there to Zux, losing the handles, but actually getting it right back perhaps. Took a little while. A swing through, anchor pass, getting the one-on-one goal, but no! Jiggy unable to convert still, though. Redshift maintaining disc for a moment. Man, I want to go back to that Zux. That would have been a highlight kind of thing. I know it didn't work for the goal, but that was kind of silly. Over here, though, Jiggy. Now he is feeling good. 13. That is finally took him some attempts, but finally getting a good goal here. And that is a buffer that they wanted because now it is a 6-point game rather. And it's going to be much tougher now if you're in the position of Invictus to come back. It's still possible, but boy, will it be difficult. So here goes. 110. They've got to act with some urgency. That is for sure. At the moment there, Philip Bust just getting a double knockout on each other there with a defender going off the backboard and trying for a Saluna-like shot there from Swagger. Although no disrespect to Swagger at all, because again, he does that too. Quite a bit, in fact, during Season 1. So. Meanwhile, though, Zux getting the goal, or getting the disc, trying for the goal. Swagger is going to retain that and send it deep through. 42 seconds remaining. Time continuing to count down, and unless a turnover is forced pretty much immediately here, this may very well indeed seal the game for Redshift in the 2 rounds. So with that control, especially here with another cross pass into the goal, but no, off the pole instead. Couldn't put it away, but that said, time now is just about expired, and indeed it is. There's that mathematical equation that is time. And it is gone as one more clear is about to go out. So time winding down, 13-7. And maybe one last fling and one last slap. It's 13-7. 2 rounds taken here by Redshift. And fun game. Shame that we couldn't go to the third round, but very, very competitive second. And Invictus putting up a very fun to watch fight there. And definitely just, Spitfires coming on back after what was ultimately immersing that first round, and then you know, took a little time out there, changed servers, had a chance to breathe, to take a drink. And as always, or as often is the case, we'll be good on a team's mentality. So couldn't quite get the goals at the end of the day, enough of them, that is, to take the win. But still, a nice return round, some good things to take away for Invictus, who will actually take their first loss here. On that note, they were 5-0 from week 1 to 3. And yeah, that was a big test for them, and they will indeed take that first loss. Meanwhile, though, for Redshift, they are going to claim their 4th win. So they'll be 4-1. All right, so congrats to them. And let's see, in another 18 minutes from now, we'll be back here on this channel as well with a much anticipated, as always, match between Team Joker and the King Gorillas. So be on the lookout. But we'll probably end it briefly, and we'll be back again in a little bit. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys and gals. Been fun. I've been Palidore. That's been Swift on the cameras. Shout out one more time to Redshift for the fun games, and Invictus for the almost round 2 comeback. Yeah. Should I do the whole, you know, be happy, healthy? I feel like it's more appropriate for the very last streams, maybe. I don't know. I do it too much, huh? We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Be good, and bye-bye.